This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Welcome to INC Radio Oregon, where our brethren from different parts of Oregon, Washington, California, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming greet you. Come get to know all of our brethren from the Ecclesiastical District of Oregon and explore our activities, experiences, and sceneries. This is Oregon.
Hello and welcome to INC Radio Oregon. We're happy to have you here today. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time with us. And we hope that you will enjoy our discussion this afternoon. I am your host today, Flo Guillermo from the local congregation of Vancouver here in the District of Oregon, of course. And we have our live chat feature. So we are encouraging all our viewers and our listeners there to engage with us in the live chat, which I'm seeing it's rolling up really nicely there. So hello to everyone out there. We're going to be having a discussion on going the extra mile. And so chime in there in the live chat. We'd love to hear from you, and make sure that you hashtag your local congregation and your or your group worship service. I know some have both who goes there, and so we are happy to have you here today. It's actually nice and sunny out here in the District of Oregon, whereas we've been having quite a bit of rain lately. So enjoy the sun wherever you may be. And of course, our topic discussion is, like I said, going the extra mile. And so I'd like to first call on our guest panel. Actually, they're been here so many times already. Our panelists joining me here today, and they've taken their time also to join me. So let's have our one of our sisters to go ahead and say hello.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sister Janice de la Cruz from the Medford Group Worship Service. Hi, everyone. So glad to be here today.
I'm glad to have you, Sister Janice. And let's have our other sister joining us.
Hello, everyone. Hello po, Sister Flo and Sister Janice. I'm Sister Geraldine Langit from the local congregation of Vancouver. And I would just like to do my greeting. I would like to greet my family, my parents, Tatay Romel and my Nanay Lisa, and as well as my older sisters, Ate Se, Ate Adrian, Ate Melissa, and my pamangkin, Brother Aldrin. And hello po to everyone tuning in to our show today. We're happy you're here.
Yes. All right. So a lot of us in our lifetime has heard the going the extra mile. It's actually an idiom, right? Going the extra mile means doing more than what is expected. And many of us are happy to do it. So there is power in going the extra mile. The people around you will see that you are willing to exert the extra effort or more effort than what you're expected of. They will know that, when they see you going the extra mile, right? They'll see that they can rely on you for possibly future activities or something in the future that might come up. So that's what we're going to be talking about, our experiences in terms of going the extra mile. And we're going to have a little warm up on this topic today, that we always have before we actually get started on our topic. So, but before we go and do that, let's go ahead and say hello to some of our brethren, our early brethren that joined us this afternoon, or actually it's either good morning, good afternoon, or your good evening there, wherever you may be. And I have one of my friends from INC Radio. There in Mediterranean. Hello, Paul. Her name is Sister Jazel De La Rosa. Thank you for joining us. And then we also have Kuyarani from the District of Florida. Sister Rachel Cruz from local congregation of Beaverton. And I know I saw Brother Mario Oka there, and coming from the local congregation of Brixtonville there in Caloocan North. And Brother Andrew Wynn from INC Radio Virginia, who was on earlier today, and they had a very good topic as well, speaking with confidence. So you might want to check out their episode as well. So thank you for joining us. We'll go on for some more of our greetings a little bit later. And so let's have our would you rather. So would you rather, right? We always hear this from, when we're asked something. So we're going to ask our panelists. We're going to ask you there in our live chat. So our first one is, would you rather stay up late finishing up a project, or deal with it the next day? So they're, my panelists is probably, our sisters are probably thinking, what are they gonna do just to go the extra mile, right? For me, I think when I'm working on a project or something, I'd rather finish it, or as much as possible, finish it. I know they say, oh, it's going to be there the next day, but sometimes you don't want to deal with it the next day. So for me, I would rather stay up late and just finish as much of it as that I could on the project. I see Sister Janice nodding her head there. What would you rather do, Sister Janice?
Absolutely get it done if I can that night because I want to be able to rest easy that it's done, and that everything is ready for the next day. That'll give me comfort knowing that everything is completed. Oh, sorry, Ate Flo.
How about you, Sister Geraldine?
I would agree to the both of you, Paul, because I know I'm not supposed to be proud of it, but I'm really good at procrastinating, Paul. So I know I could finish like a project or like a homework if I do it like the night, even like if I stay up late to have to finish it.
I think we're all the same, right? Sometimes when we allow that to hang till the next day, when we can't have a good rest, right? So as much as possible, we want to finish it. All right. So my next question is, would you rather make new friends? So you go the extra mile and make new friends, or you just kind of want to stay with your own group? What would you rather do? Sister Janice, what would you rather do?
I'm a very shy person, so it's very hard for me to make myself start new relationships, but I'm always open to the opportunity to meet new people because you never know who you're going to meet along the way and what part you're going to play in their lives or what part they'd play in yours. So I definitely am open to new relationships. I'm just not particularly good at it because my shyness, my introvertedness kind of comes through sometimes, but I do my best to make sure that I'm open to new experiences and new people.
New friends, right? I don't, for you, I think it's as long as you warm up with someone, I think that works. I want to just go back to our first one that we talked about. Sister Jillian Pimentel, one of our hosts here on INC Radio Oregon, she said, I would rather deal with the project the next day. But it depends when it's due. So she knows what she's doing with her priorities, right? If it's due the next day, it looks like I'll have to stay up. That's pretty much a definite, right? So that's where our planning skills have to come into play. All right. Thank you for that, Sister Jillian. Um, for you, Sister Geraldine, would you rather make new friends or just kind of stay with your own cluster of friends?
I would say I'd rather make new friends, but because I really love talking to people as well, or like knowing them, because we all have different backgrounds, and sometimes you they inspire you as well, even though you just met them, and then you learn something about them, and then you kind of think about yourself, oh wow, that's really inspiring. Like I want to do that as well, or like I'm very grateful for this or for that.
Yeah.
So I think making new friends, I would
Yeah.
rather.
You know, making new friends, that's really literally going the extra mile to go and learn, get to know someone new, right? And so I would do that too. I would go the extra mile and make new friends, because then, like you said, you learn something from them. It's beneficial maybe in the future. That could be a segue to something else, right? To um, sharing our faith, right? So I'm gonna just put that part. I'll do one more. I know we had four. I'll do one more. Um, so would we go the extra mile to offer a ride to someone needing transportation? So this could be a friend or a neighbor or someone from church, right? So would you rather offer a ride to them, or you cook an extra meal or cook a meal for someone in need? Because maybe sometimes maybe they're sick, and so would you go there and bring them food to eat because they can't do it? Which one would you rather do, Sister Janice?
I've actually done both, but I'm not the best cook, so I might order some good soup. But I have tried making sinigang for somebody as well when they were sick. It has not come out as nicely sour as I'd like. But we do carpooling here in our group worship service, so I'm one of the main carpoolers. So that's definitely something that I'm used to. It's a small commute, a very short commute now, so it's nice to be able to help out others.
Yeah.
All of the above. I'm sorry, I can't pick one or the other.
Sister Geraldine, how about you?
I know some people might say I'm just copying Sister Janice, but I would say I would do both as well. Because I'm starting to become confident with my cooking skills, so I wouldn't mind cooking for someone, and I would love to cook for someone, if especially if they're in need or like if they're sick, and if someone needs transportation as well, I'm willing to pick them up, even though it's sometimes it's like out of the way, but going extra mile. It
Yeah.
doesn't hurt going extra mile to just pick them up.
Literally extra mile, right? You've done that for me, Sister Geraldine. So thank you for that. All right. So let's see. I saw someone, oh, Sister Jennifer Castillo, all the way out there from Fruitland in Idaho. She hashtag Fruitland and Boise, Idaho. She said when it comes to projects, she rather finish it ahead of time, and that, yeah, because sometimes when you're finishing a project early on, it feels good, and then you're not rushing and stressing. So let's see. Let's see. Brother Andrew Wynn, finishing properly and early with enthusiasm when it comes to projects. I love that. Sister Jennifer, she loves to make new friends. We have to make new friends, well, so that we can invite them as well to listen or invite them to Bible studies. So yeah, I love that. Let's make friends, make new friends. Don't be shy, right? Just try. All right. Sister, one more. I'll grab Sister Jillian Pimentel. She said, yes, I offer rides, especially to our CFO or Christian family organization activities or worship services, as well as Bible studies. So as people we can count on, right? All right. Okay. So that's it for our would you rather. So we have some kind of idea of what what our topic is all about, going the extra mile. We've experienced that so many times along, in our lifetime. So um, what does it mean to you, really? I know they say you can either take it literally or, going the extra mile because of something. So, Sister Geraldine, what does it mean to you to go the extra mile?
For me po, Sister Flo, it's kind of like the definition that you mentioned earlier, where you go more than what's expected of you. And when I saw our title, I was reminded by this billboard that I passed by one day, and it said, "Do what's expected," but then they crossed out "do" and changed it to "going," and they added the word "beyond." So in the end, if you read it, it says "going beyond what's expected." And I think that's what I would also define going the extra mile as, because even though you're not expected to do something, you go out there, you do more, kind of like what I said, like you do more than what you were expected.
What was the experience? Is there one experience in your lifetime that you've gone that extra mile and it was a positive impact for you as well as the recipient that you're going the extra mile for?
Oh, yes, well, I would say two experiences. So one of them is at work. Even though I wasn't expected to do that job, but I saw my coworker was struggling, so I decided to go out and help her and make the job easier for her. And at the end, we became work friends. And so ever since then, we started like talking more to each other. We started getting to know each other. And even though I wouldn't say that my purpose of helping her was to be friends with her, it still happened. Like I just wanted to help her, and I guess the becoming friends with her was just one of the positive outcomes of my, I would say, my kind heart. And then another experience was, since we have our sister Jillian on the comment as well. One time when we had our Kadiwa formal, which is, like 18 and above that are single, we had this event in up north in Seattle, like past Seattle as well. So it was around 3 hours. Even though we weren't really expected to help out with the decorations, since they understand that, we live 3 hours away, Sister Jillian, Sister Keith, and Sister Hasten, we all decided to come out and help, even though, we had to leave earlier than everybody from the District of Oregon. But even then, it was really fun, Paul. We got to know a lot of the Kadiwas there in the District of Washington, and seeing everything come out to life. It was just very fulfilling. But
I love that you mentioned that, and of course, the brethren there in the District of Washington, they know the distance that you have to travel. I mean, that's literally going the extra mile, going out there to attend an activity. But the best part of it is that you all was able to help each other finish up the decoration, and on top of that, you created, you know, lifetime friendships, friends or brethren that you've never met before, and you probably stay in touch with them now. So that is a blessing to go and be part of a Christian family organization, because you're going there and you're just attending the activity. However, you are going the extra mile to help out and everything. I mean, it goes even way beyond your expectations as well. Sister Janice, for you, I going the extra mile. You've done this in all your experiences, as long as I have known you, um, and as well as what have you seen in terms of the positive impact uh, with those that you touch their lives somehow.
Yeah, definitely it's something that I've worked toward and that I concentrate on in everything, any kind of commitment that I take on. Just to go back to going the extra mile, like my definition of it, something that I live by is a quote as well. It's if a job's worth doing, it's a job worth doing well. And I like to keep that in mind whenever I'm trying to work on a project or if there's some kind of goal that I have in mind for myself or for the project itself. Because when I look at things that I want to make sure that I'm doing something that I'm able to take pride in. And that way I know always that I'll put in the maximum effort and that, the results will speak for itself. And some of the things that I've experienced through the district activities that I've helped with, like Unity games, oh my, it's such a nice way for us to get involved with other brethren and to encourage us all to get together. But sports is a great way for us to work together and just being able to help plan. And we call it team no sleep. That's what we called ourselves because sometimes we would, work into the night on projects for district activities, but it was all um, for the benefit of everyone. For the Unity games, I used to put together like piece by piece, like little poster boards so that we can all have the scores together during the event, like just doing like baccalaureate decorations, favors for the tables. And then even for in cinema, I was able to utilize my professional contacts as well to even um, get connections to securing locations and props to use. Like there's a host of things that we can utilize our own talents and our own experiences to make sure that we go the extra mile. And I think some of the positives, like you said, Ate Flo, was being able to create long lasting friendships and mentorships through all of these experiences, but also the invaluable leadership skills that I was able to gain through all of that was like I can't even quantify it honestly because I started in the Christian family organizations as early as 12 years old, working with people who are far far above me in age, but being able to watch them work and how they're able to help lead other people. Like I've always had that ingrained in me since then, and I've really benefited through that in every aspect of my life. And even when we're talking about career advancement, all of the knowledge that I've gained through helping with like district events or even local events, like large event planning. I learned a lot about logistics, budgeting, public speaking, and then even in my own personal career, like learning how to anticipate the needs of others and being able to make myself invaluable to my employers because I take the time to understand what the needs are for the company and how I can be part of the solution. So that's definitely something that's super powerful when we're thinking about going the extra mile.
Sister Janice, I love the part where you said, anticipate the needs of others. That is very, very profound. I'm gonna use that. Anticipate the needs of others. And I think this is what a great way to know, because then you have some kind of like a vision, like, or some feeling, that you want to help others. So anticipate, I'm going to repeat that, anticipate the needs of others. So that means it's literally going the extra mile, right, for someone. Okay, I'm gonna go back to those that have chimed in into our live chat for a moment here, and then we'll continue with the rest of our discussion. Sister Jennifer Castillo said, Sister Janice, wow, what a blessing that you were involved in helping so many activities. And I want to circle back really quickly on that because Sister Geraldine can actually chime in on that too. Sister Geraldine, you want to say a little something about what Sister Janice said?
Yes, well, I was just gonna say, like Sister Janice, when listening to your story, like being the Kadiwa president and at the same time doing like Binhi stuff, or no, being the Binhi president and doing Kadiwa stuff, I could also agree to that because when I was in my old locale, the locale of Oregon City, it was like a small locale, so we didn't have been he president yet. And so I was doing the Kadiwa activities, but at the same time, I was also planning for Binhi activities. And so I could totally agree with you, Sister Janice, that it really helps me personally as well with becoming more confident. And even though, like Binhi activities wasn't my job anymore because I was already a Kadiwa, I decided to go the extra mile just so for the sake of our Binhi brethren that also needed guidance and like strengthening their faith as well, and not just their faith that was strengthened, but also my faith was strengthened because I was inspired by them as well. So I love that you mentioned that, Sister Janice.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to, put it out there even for our for those who are listening that no matter what age bracket you are, you're a book club married brethren, but so our book club members who are married brethren, our Kadiwas who are 18 and unmarried, our children who are Binhi members and that's 12 years and baptized, our even including our children's worship service, our little ones who are 3 4 years old able to attend the children's worship service. It's good to involve them. You can see already from our sister Janice and sister Geraldine how the Christian family organizations activities do build us up, because we learn a lot of leadership skills. Sometimes we don't even notice it. Like, okay, you're going to be in charge of this. Okay, go for it. And next thing you know, you're able to do it, and then you're ready for the next activity, right? You've done numerous activities, Sister Geraldine and Sister Janice, right? For all of you there, encourage each other to take up that um, take up those activities. Go, I mean, don't be shy, just go there, make friends, right? um Brother Andrew Wynn says this is such a insightful discussion. Thank you, Poka Andrew. um Sister Jennifer, I love what she said about what she commented about Sister Janice. Our duties have made us better citizens in our work and community, most definitely. And that's where we shine as Church of Christ members, because then they will notice, like, oh, how come you did this for me? Why did you do this for me? And they'll notice your behavior or what you can do that is so kind um, for the others around you. Let's see. We have here um, Sister Emily Lay. She is from Kailua Kona, Big Island of Hawaii. Wow. Thank you for joining us. We have Sister Christina Python. Let's say hello to her. She is from the local ng Imus, Distrito ng Cavite South. Wow, thank you. I know it's early morning, and I know Sister Luisa Ledesma is visiting there in the Philippines as well. She's from the local congregation of Vancouver. I know it's super early there. Thank you for joining us, Brother Alan Dasmariñas from Portland, Brother Abe Balan from Oregon City. Let's see. Brother Albertson Makalintal, one of our ministers here in the local congregation of Vancouver. And I know Sister Danielle is listening. Brother Rod Reyes is also tuning in. Hello to Sister Hazel Miranda Gutierrez there from Oregon City. Sister Priscilla Batan. Wow, we have her coming in from Rizal there in the Philippines. Um, Sister Terry Morales from Portland. And Brother Andrew, he says he's a scan officer. He's one of the scan officers. We go the extra mile, guarding our properties there in the chapel, because they cherish it and they want to make sure that everyone is safe. They're doing their duty. Thank you for that. Brother June Ancheta from the District of Virginia says, going the extra mile, being understanding and patience. Wow, I love that. We got a lot of insights from our brethren joining us in our live chat. So we appreciate you out there. Also, Sister Jennifer says, well, you also go the extra mile on a daily basis by doing everything for a small group worship service like Fruitland. Yes, you do the extra, right, Sister Janice? You can relate with that, right? All right. Okay, let's go some more in our discussion this afternoon. So we've talked so much about what it benefits us when we go the extra mile. Even for our parents, that does go even way beyond the extra mile for our children, and vice versa. We do that. The children go do the extra mile for their parents as well. So that's, we're respecting our parents, and they're doing what they are doing as obligations to our parents as well. So what motivates us? What motivates us when we go the extra mile, Sister Janice? What is your motivation? I know those we have soft hearts for a lot of the times, right? What motivates us, Sister Janice?
I think when I think about motivation, I like to think about not just how what I do affects other people, but also, what it is I want to be remembered by as well. So when I interact with somebody, or if I'm trying to assist somebody, I'm not just thinking about myself and what I get out of it. Honestly, like when I give people rides, or when I help provide a meal for them, I take them out for just like a lunch or something because I know they're falling on hard times. I never do something, and my mom taught me this actually. You never do something expecting something in return. So when I think about going the extra mile, I think about my motivation is to just be a part of the solution in everything that I do. And I think that's allowed me to be a stronger person, a person who relies not only on my faith, but that I keep in mind that, I want to be remembered in a positive way. And a great way to do that is making sure that you take care of others around you, and to also help inspire them to be better people, the best people that they can be as well. Because at the end of the day, we're all struggling to find ourselves. So I like to think of it as, we're all here to help one another. And as long as I'm true to that, then I'm sure I'm going to go the extra mile.
I love what you said. Never, when you go the extra mile, you never expect anything back. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart, right? Sister Geraldine, for you, what motivates you to go the extra mile? You're a student, you are an officer, you're someone's daughter. What motivates you to go and do that?
For me po, I would say it's the smile on other people's faces po when I do something more than what I'm expected. So like for example, for my parents po, even though they don't really ask me to, oh like come with me, like take me to like the gross or the store, I need to go do something, or like when it's my mom's day off, even though she doesn't ask me to go out and like hang out with her, I would want to hang out with her, or like take her out for like a lunch, or like go to the mall and stuff like that, because I want her to, or I want to see the smile on her face when we're outside. I don't want her to just like stay in her room like being on her phone. And so even I would also say like same thing for like the children's worship service, but like the little kids. I'm the president for the local of Vancouver. And sometimes, even though I don't really need to give them like candies or like cookies or like snacks for after church, I do it. I go the extra mile just because I want them to be happy or like to be excited for it. But so kind of like what Sister Janice was saying, like we don't do it because we want to feel good about ourselves. We do it because we want others to feel good and to feel happy as well. And one more thing po, another motivation for me is thinking about what other people did for me as well and like in the past. Like for example, we mentioned this earlier about giving someone a ride. I remember when we just moved here from the Philippines po, my cousin, sister Karen, went extra mile just to pick us up from our apartment to take us to church for choir practices. And so now I want to do the same for other brethren or like choir members who need help or like who need transportation to be able to perform their duties. I think that's some of my motivations.
I love that. For me, like when I do something more than what is expected, I just want to do it. It's just the heart to want to do it. It's not by force. So when because it's easier to when you want to do it rather than being forced to do it and to go that extra mile. Um, it's not about being praised. It's not that. It's just it's it's something that's good for that person. If you want to do it for that person. If they need help, help them. If they ask you for help and you are able to do it, so the word is able to do it, go ahead and do it. Because then at the end of the day, you can tell yourself, I've done something good. And for that other person that received it, they'll remember you for it because not that you expect, I said, that you're going to get it back from them, but they'll remember that when they see you in need or they see you doing something, they will extend their hand for you. So that's it goes all the way around. I think when you help each other, they'll help you back. So, and I want to just share also. Um, Brother Jess said, Our Lord Jesus Christ taught us to be aware and help those who are in need. So that means that this is why the church administration has established a care for humanity. We do that throughout the year. And it's only because we care for them, because they're out in the community as well. And so really briefly, I'll ask you, and I think we've demonstrated this in our conversation. How does it, how does it, how does going the extra mile enhance the faith that you have inside as members of the Church of Christ, Sister Janice?
So my faith, I think I've struggled along the way, of course, trying to find myself. But when I think about going the extra mile in terms of my faith and how far I've grown, I think being able to say that um, where I am in my life right now is definitely somewhere that I'm proud of because of the struggles that I've had over the years and trying to get to this point. So when I think about, the steps that I've taken professionally or even just making sure that I stay true to my faith and in all the offices that I have in the church, it's it's also about, being able to look back, and Sister Geraldine kind of touched on it already. I used to be a CWS chairperson, and being able to see like years later that now these little CWS officers are now Kadiwa officers. They're now like taking care of district events, and I get to sit back and just see how much they've grown as leaders. And that to me is one of the things that helped keep me motivated throughout my my years in the church, because it's a way for us to continue to be inspired and to come together as brothers and sisters so that, we all have a common goal in the end.
I love that. Sister Geraldine, you've said so much about how I've seen you grow in your faith as well. How does just briefly, like, how did it enhance your faith?
Yes, but going the extra mile, performing my duties, but like sometimes even though it's not worship service, like I would still perform my duty as a choir member or like as an officer in a Christian family organization. It really strengthened my faithful that even though sometimes like things aren't always easy, you always have that faith that this is just a test from our Almighty God, that no matter what happens, He's not gonna give us something that we cannot handle. And I think that's how in the worship services we're always reminded about having like a strong faith and trusting in our Almighty God. And since I'm going the extra mile of, attending those worship services, like special worship services, my faith is even more stronger than it was yesterday or like than it was last week. And I would do this until the end. I would say that I would always go the extra mile, especially in performing my duties as a member of the Church of Christ.
Very well said, Sister Geraldine. And it does for me the same. Going the extra mile, performing our duties. That is already a lot to be said, and um, I can't say enough about our topic today. It was so good. Um, just wanted to say hello to Brother Jake Cruz from the local congregation of Portland. He is one of the ministers here in our district. Brother Christina, I'm sorry, Sister Christina Python, forgive me. Um, Thanks, Paul, for inspiring. Going the extra mile is not a sacrifice, but it is your love for someone. It really is. And like I said, it comes from the heart. Brother Jess said the church administration is the epitome of going the extra mile. They inspire us to also do the same. And so when they work hard for us, we also work hard as well for our faith. And so we have some more. I don't want to miss this. Sister Jennifer Castillo said, "Thanks be to God for our brethren on INC Radio, INC Radio Oregon, who keeps us motivated to participate in the CFO activities and inspire us to stay strong in our faith." Oh my, thank you. Brother Michael De Jesus says, when you feel the superhuman energy, um, especially after a full day's worth of work and go straight to performing your duties, for some, even multiple duties. And yes, I agree with you, Paul, is when you feel going the extra mile, most definitely. And he comes all the way from the district of Micronesia. So thank you so much, Paul, for joining us. And this has been such a great topic and great discussion with Sister Janice and Sister Geraldine, who has taken the time to be with us here on our program, as well as to those who are joining us today. So when we go the extra mile, especially for our spiritual development, it will improve our lives, and we will have the means to overcome the many trials that we experience. And while we're doing all of that, this is what God expects us to keep going. It gives us extreme joy and fulfillment to go the extra mile, and sacrificing is part of sharing our best effort in everything we do, in our jobs, in our families, and importantly is as being as members of the Church of Christ. And so we hope that you have taken away something from our discussion this afternoon. And so we go on to our upcoming activities, which we are so super excited for. And so tomorrow, December 1st, we want to start off first with the district book club special gathering. We're in December 1st. That's tomorrow. I can't believe it. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So we'll be meeting at the Portland Chapel, and some of us who are in remote areas, they'll be joining us on our video conferencing. And the one that is long most awaited for our married brethren who are the book club members of the Christian Family Organization here in the Church of Christ. On December 8th is our book club night. And we are there. We're going to be dressed up in our beautiful gowns and looking, and our brothers handsomely looking for all of us there. So it's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when the registration starts. And so come early for that. We're going to have some picture taking as well. And then at 6 p.m., our program begins. So be there at the Doubletree Hotel by Hilton in Portland. And for those of you who have registered on behalf of the district staff and the book club officers committee, planning committee, we are grateful to you for registering early for our activity, and we look forward to all of you being there for our book club night. We're excited. And so before I finish off our acknowledgments, I'd like to just send out um, a happy birthday greeting to those in the local congregation of Beaverton. Sister Nariel Rosario, November 22nd. Brother Alex Villanueva, November 28th. And today, and Sister Felma had extended her birthday greetings, as well as Sister Rachel. For those of you from the local congregation of Beaverton, Brother June Mariano's lovely wife, Sister Irene, her birthday today. So happy birthday, Paul. And then in the local congregation of Oregon City, November 26th, Brother Danny Maneja. And then for anniversary celebrations from the local congregation of Beaverton, November 23rd, Brother Rolando and Sister Michelle Bondo. And upcoming is December 4, Brother John and Sister May Villanuevas. So a happy anniversary. And from the local congregation of Portland, November 28th was their wedding anniversary, 15 years together, that is, Brother Christian and Sister Karen Dasmarinias. So happy celebrations to all. And we'd like to acknowledge Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us, as well as our Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo, our CFO coordinator, SEBC, CEO, and president. Thank you so much, because we get to do this too as part of our Christian Family Organization activities here on INC Radio Oregon. We'd like to say thank you to all of you there who join us here on INC Radio Oregon, especially our district minister, Brother Moises Cadosale, and our assistant district minister, Brother Gino Ramello, as well as all of the ministers joining us as well, their families, all of you there in our live chat. Thank you so much. We ask that all of you join us again next week after this episode. So please share this link with your friends and family. Ask them to subscribe to INC Radio DZM 954 on the YouTube channel. And next up, in about 10 minutes, is INC Radio Alaska. So take care of you, take care of each other, go the extra mile, be kind to each other. Enjoy this beautiful weather that I'm staring at right now. It's sunny out here in Vancouver. So enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll see you at the district booklet gathering for our married brethren. Bye, everyone. Take care.